Hello, Sean. And hello, everyone, and welcome to NXT. I'm Joe Tessitore, and I'm alongside Gail, Kim, and Gail. It's gonna be an interesting show tonight. Absolutely, tonight is gonna be a very, very interesting. It's gonna be an interesting show, laying out in store what's in store for everyone tonight. Absolutely. There's still so much coming our way here tonight. We'll be hearing from Azumi. Azumi will look to explain her actions to why she ended up attacking her longtime friend Mina Shirakawa, and also the return of Sarah Ponting. She'll meet the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vakia, in one-on-one action. Hey Isabel, I'm doing alright. Yep, it's nice. Yeah, nice weather today. The revolution will be televised. Down. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion, Ricky Starks. How's everyone's day and nights been? The NXT champion Ricky Starks is here last week on NXT. Jacob Fatu and the rest of the Tonga brothers caused a lot of chaos last week. They took out the D'Angelo family, causing a bunch of chaos, destroying the D'Angelo family, and Jacob Fatu has been very demanding of another match. That's good. Has been very demanding of another crack at Ricky Starks. NXT! Welcome to the revolution! Ricky Starks, Ricky Starks, Ricky Starks. Well, listen. Summer Bash was by far the toughest challenge of my career. I went one-on-one with the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And I will give him credit. He is a dangerous, dangerous man. But you see, just because he's big, just because he is strong, and just because he's a monster, doesn't mean he cannot be beaten. Now, I've seen the footage. I saw what happened. People have accused me of cheating. Because Jacob Fatu, the turnbuckle pad was down when Jacob smashed his head when he charged at me. Now, I saw the evidence. That was not my fault. That was the Tonga brothers who pulled that exposed turnbuckle down. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT North American Heavyweight Champion of the World, Trent Lake. And I am also the advocate of the future NXT Women's Champion, Tracy Lara. Ricky, listen, you have been a great champion, no doubt, but sir, you haven't had to face Trent Lake. And listen, you got lucky against Jacob Fatu. Let's all be honest here. You got incredibly lucky against that man. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for you, Ricky. But whenever Trent Lake is done with the NXT North American Championship, he is gonna come straight up after your championship. May I come in? You see, Ricky, Trent Lake is no Jacob Fatu. He may be a monster, he may be dangerous, but he's a fair man, and he will be more than happy to compete against you for the title when he wants to. Hang on. Paul, shouldn't you be telling your client that another monster named Braun Strowman is coming for that title? I will address Braun Strowman when he deserves a shot at Trent Lake. He cannot just demand a championship match. If he wants a championship match, he's gonna have to earn that. Oh, look at Paul Heyman. Oh, Paul Heyman looking to get the hell out of there. I don't blame him. And here comes Jacob Fatu alongside the Tongas. Hey! Where do you think you're going, Ricky boy? The Samoan Werewolf still wants his rematch for the NXT Championship. You had to cheat by using the exposed turnbuckle pad to gain an unfair advantage. Ricky beat you. Ricky beat you. Ricky beat you. No, he didn't. Ricky had to cheat. Speaking of cheating, didn't you guys have to take out Los Lotharios to get those titles? You know what, Jacob? I think it's time to take out the trash. Uh-oh. The bloodline surrounding the NXT champion. You don't want none. Dun-dun. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. AJ Styles. I'm starting like, whoa. Oh, look. It's AJ Styles. AJ Styles is back. Well, we heard the rumors earlier that Kelly signed a huge acquisition. Oh my God. Hey, why don't you back a dog stand down right now? You know, I just got a lucrative contract from Kelly that AJ Styles now is coming to the house of NXT. So, big boy, you want to fight so badly? Then how about you face the phenomenal one tonight? You know what? I like the sound of that. It's Kelly. Jacob, AJ, since both of you, AJ, when I signed you to a contract, you said you wanted to have a match with Ricky Starks. So how about we do this? Since both of you want an opportunity so badly, I have decided that in our main event tonight, it'll be AJ Styles versus Jacob Fatu, where the winner will meet Ricky Starks at Halloween Havoc. Wow. I watched The Rock say it doesn't matter how you feel. Yeah, I remember that. Whoa, a huge main event. Paul Heyman on the outside watching all of this go down. A huge main event. A massive main event. AJ Styles is here on NXT. Wow, congratulations to Kelly for signing him to NXT. You got a match of Sonya, huh? Yeah. Want to be at ringside with me, Zarya? No. I'm good. But good luck. My thoughts on the news about a multi-year partnership between WWE and TNA. I mean, good for them, but I'm concerned that we might see Tessa Blanchard show up. I mean, cool, congratulations to them, but I'm concerned that Shawn Michaels will want to take advantage of that and be like, hey, I'm going to have Tessa Blanchard turn up on NXT. You know he will want, you know that's going to happen eventually. Get Tessa Blanchard on WWE television. Here comes Sol Ruka. She is ready for singles action. Oh. Well, her opponent is a woman who has a 101 consecutive losing streak. And her opponent, she is currently on a 101 losing streak, Sonya Deville. Really, May? Sonya Deville did not like May bringing that up. Well, May, in fact, brought it up last week, so Sonya Deville obviously not a fan of May bringing up her massive losing streak that she's been on as of late. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why someone as incredibly talented as Sol Ruka as someone as incredibly talented as Sonya Deville, I mean, has to go through humiliations like this. Like, why is she being put through a losing streak? Well, maybe she's just not good enough. Is Zamazenta in a trio of legendaries? Well, he's with Zamazenta. I think they deem Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus as a trio. Because Eternatus was like... Because in the Sword and Shield games, like, Eternatus was deemed the Darkest Day. He was the Pokemon that was called the Darkest Day, and he was like a dangerous Pokemon that brought the Darkest Day into Pokemon, into the world of Galar. And it was Zacian and Zamazenta who worked together to take care of him, to prevent. So, I guess you could say they're a trio, but, you know... But I'm also saying Zacian and Zamazenta are more of a duo, I guess. But all three are considered together in the Pokédex and also posters that I have. And Sonya Deville looking for a victory. Sonya is in desperate need of a victory. She's in desperate need of a victory here. And also, Sol Ruka was like so wanting her new friend Zarya to come at ringside with her. Like, I don't know why Sol Ruka is trying to humanize Zarya. What does she need Zarya at ringside for? For someone like Sonya Deville, who has a 101 losing streak, you would think Oh, so Sol wouldn't need her out there. Well, I mean, true, she doesn't need her, but she wanted her out there anyway. You know, friends looking out for each other. And else, you're a loser. You're a loser. Shut up! And the WWE Universe telling Sonya Deville she's a loser. I don't think Sonya appreciated that very much. I mean, I wouldn't appreciate being called a loser, especially if I was on a 101 losing streak. The longest losing streak by a single wrestler is held by Kurt Hawkins with a total of 269 losses in a row. That is the amount of losses that he has taken throughout his professional career. Sonya Deville will be looking to, well, I guess in her case, she'll be trying to hope to avoid having more losses than him. I love you too, Isabel. Well, Sonya Deville right now is looking to put away Sol Ruka. He's looking to put away Sol Ruka here. Looking for a big move, but Ruka able to get free. And now Ruka using her athleticism here. Showing off her athleticism. Let's not forget, Sol Ruka owns a pinfall victory over the NXT Women's North American Champion. I wonder when Sol Ruka is ever going to get that title shot she was owed. And now Sol Ruka. Oh, look out. Oh, man. Sol Ruka takes out Deville. And now Ruka with this. Oh, no. Went for the Soul Snatcher. Sonya was lucky. There. Sonya luckily had the wherewithal to just move out of the way to avoid it momentarily. But she wasn't going to avoid it this time! And there's the Soul Snatcher! Oh, really? Thanks, computer. Wow. Sonya Deville determined not to lose here. Wait a sec. Oh, and Ruka lost 102. That is lost 102 for Deville. Here is your winner, Sol Ruka. And now look at this. Oh my God. And now looks like, and Kelly has made a special graphic for Sonya Deville's losing streak. Oh, this is just ridiculous. 0 wins to 102 losses. This isn't funny. I don't know how me pressing X isn't faster. Tell them in the truck to take that down. Yeah, I want someone in the truck to take that take that graphic down. That graphic is so good. That graphic is so good. It's actually really funny. Of course you'd find it funny. Oh, there's Lucy Wright. Well, apparently she said that Otis has gone through a major makeover. He has said that the old Otis is no more. And apparently she has given Otis a makeover. And apparently we'll be seeing the new and improved Otis. And the new and improved Otis is next. Oh, I cannot wait to find out what Lucy has done to him. We're back here live here on NXT, and first off, my guest at this time is AJ Styles. AJ, welcome back. You've been dealing with injury for a while, and it's nice to have you back. Well, Caroline, thank you very much. You know, when I got injured, I thought my career was over, and then obviously the transfer window ended up happening, and Kelly offered me a contract to come to NXT. And I couldn't say no to that. And I am more than happy. And I've decided that NXT is where I am going to stay until I've retired. As much as I appreciate Raw and appreciate SmackDown, I have told Kelly that this will be my last contract as a professional wrestler. I told her, you can sign me for however long you want, but I'll be right here. I'll stay right here on NXT, and this is the place where AJ Styles will make his retirement. Well, AJ, first off, we know you were available during the John Cena retirement tour, but do you think you and John Cena could share the ring one more time, maybe for the first time ever on NXT? I mean, I'd be down with that. If John wants to do that, come down to NXT, me and him have a match. Depends on what he wants to do. But as of right now, I'm officially announcing that this will be my last wrestling contract, and I'll probably retire within the next year or so. So I guess the phenomenal one will be leaving very soon. Well, good luck against Jacob Fatu in the main event. You're welcome. Well, AJ Styles has... Wow, that's sad, but I guess I understand. And here we go, the new and improved Otis, apparently. And wow, look at this! Look at him! The following contest is set for one fall, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Lucy Wright. Oh, Tess! The new and improved Otis. Look at him! Lucy Wright has made him way more handsome than he's ever been in his life. I cannot believe this. Look what has Lucy done to Otis. She's done nothing to him. She's made him more of a man and more of a star than ever. Well, Lucy did say it was time for Otis to have a makeover. And this is apparently the makeover she's given him. Oh, he looks way more handsome too. Well, Apollo Crews going one-on-one with this new version of Otis. Apollo Crews, who came from SmackDown in the transfer window. Tozawa wanted to have this match with Otis, but Apollo told him, "Hey, I will take care of this." And now Otis with a big slam. Otis is in control here, and look at Lucy Wright. Look, Lucy out here looking like she's about to faint. Well, of course, Otis is so handsome. You just cannot handle the sizzling good looks of Otis. Even Lucy, as gorgeous as she is, sometimes feels like even she has her limits. And now Apollo Crews. Oh, wow. And now, Otis coming off the top rope. He was going to do something big there. And now, Apollo Crews went for a big move. And now Apollo Crews now starting to build momentum. It's nice to have Apollo Crews here on NXT. I suppose he's a talent. He's a very underrated wrestler. And now, and now, come on, Otis! And Lucy getting a little bit concerned now that Apollo is now starting to build momentum. Oh! Otis went for a headbutt. More wrestlers got confirmed for 2K25, just ones we expected. Yeah. Again, people shouldn't be surprised. And now Otis. Oh, look out. Big 300 pounds. Oh! 300 pounds of Otis was about to crash on top of Crews. Crews was going to be done for then if he didn't move. Apollo would have been finished if he did not move out of the way then. This has been a very surprising competitive matchup. Apollo Crews, hanging with Otis. This has been surprisingly a very competitive matchup here between these two guys. But Otis gains the upper hand, and now Otis has Crews, and now Otis with a massive slam. Otis with the win. That's right. Yes. And Lucy Wright looks incredibly happy. Here is your winner, Otis. Blue collar solid, I'm a working man, down earning honest, blue collar solid, I'm coming for you, oh yeah. And look at this, oh, can these two please get a room? Love is in the air between Lucy Wright and Otis, jeez, can these two please get a room? And now Otis carrying Lucy Wright out of the arena. What a victory for Otis. But this new Otis, Lucy Wright has really turned him into a bit of a mean green fight machine. He's become more dangerous than ever. hate her. Look what she's done to him, Tozawa. Look what she's done to him, Tozawa. I want to fight Otis. I want to make him pay for breaking their hearts. You know what, Tozawa? I think we should go have a word with Kelly. I want to take you back to last week on NXT. This was during the six-pack challenge last week. It was Deonna Purrazzo and Trish Stratus. These two were going at it, and it was Trish Stratus who would eliminate the Virtuosa. Trish Stratus would defeat Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah, she will. And then Trish Stratus took to social media to brag about defeating the Virtuosa. And then Deonna Purrazzo would lay down a challenge to the Hall of Famer. But instead, Trish Stratus told Deonna, "You're not worth my time. Carmen Petrovic is more than enough for you." I mean, of course, Trish Stratus that is typical Trish Stratus backing down from a challenge from somebody. She's not backing down. She beat Deonna in the six-pack challenge. What has she got to prove? What has she got to prove? Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, being accompanied by Trish Stratus, Carmen Petrovic. You know, I feel incredibly bad for Carmen Petrovic always having to do Trish Stratus's dirty work. I mean, Carmen Petrovic thanks Trish Stratus. If it wasn't for Trish, Carmen wouldn't be featured as much as she is right now. So show respect to Stratus, Joe. And her opponent, the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. The Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, who has been on quite a bit of a roll since returning from injury. She was actually undefeated until that six-pack challenge where Trish Stratus eliminated her. Yeah, and Trish Stratus has been bragging that she ended Deonna's winning streak since her return. Yeah, well, Deonna wants to see how Trish can do in a one-on-one match against each other, but instead she backed out, and she's now letting Carmen Petrovic do her dirty work, as usual. Carmen sucks. Carmen sucks. Carmen sucks. Carmen sucks. Carmen sucks. Shut up! These people here tonight, obviously, not showing how they feel about Carmen Petrovic. Seriously, what is it with NXT becoming a dating sim? Because I'm seeing, like, friggin' Carmen with friggin', what's his name? The guy that used to be in Hit Row, Ashanti, and then I see Ashanti with Nikita Lyons for some weird ass reason. Like, why does Shawn Michaels think? Is Shawn Michaels so desperate to try and recreate Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis? It just doesn't work. Indy and Dexter was special because it was an odd pairing. and it was a fun storyline. Do people really care about that storyline? Probably not. I don't watch NXT, so I wouldn't really know. But I just see clips of it. And now Deonna getting up to the top rope, and now Stratus. Oh, Stratus distracting Purrazzo at the last minute, allowing Petrovic to move out of the way with a huge knee strike. And a kick out by the Virtuosa. A submission specialist who has won multiple titles, has won the Ring of Honor Women's World title, TNA Knockouts title. Yeah, we know. Deonna is a very successful wrestler when she's outside of WWE. But how many titles has she won in WWE? Well, she is a former NXT All-Star Women's Champion. That's only one title. Well, it's more than Carmen. It's definitely more titles than Carmen. But look at this now. Big submission here by Petrovic. One thing you do not do, and that is try to out-submission a submission grappler. And now there's the Queen's Gambit. And there's the Queen's Gambit into the cover on Petrovic. And Petrovic kicks out. And Trish Stratus. Now Trish Stratus now getting very, very concerned for her ally. And now look at Stratus now getting on the apron. And Purrazzo knocking Stratus off. Oh, look out. And now Petrovic now from behind. Oh, wait a second here. She's not doing anything. Oh, the referee's just... You gotta be kidding. Trish Stratus has just been kicked out of here by the ref. Oh! Carmen went for the kick. And now a Kuji clutch submission. The Venice de Milo, and Petrovic submits. Deonna Purrazzo is a victorious. I seriously can't believe someone in a video asked people why they think Deonna is so good when all she uses is submissions. Well, there are. If people want to see a bad wrestler, watch Ronda, Shayna, and Zoe. Deonna is a good wrestler. You're trying to say technical wrestlers are boring. People are seriously trying to say submission-based wrestlers are boring. Then what about Kurt Angle? Then what about Kurt Angle? You know, he was a submission-based wrestler. Deonna is really good. And you gotta remember, man, Deonna isn't good because she's not in WWE. If she was in WWE, people would be praising her. People would be saying, man, this Deonna is so good. You gotta understand, man, if you're not in WWE, then you're not good. To the eyes of the people, to the eyes of these fans, you're not a good wrestler if you're not in WWE. Oh, and by the way, AEW has now made Ricochet a heel. I heard he got booed. Today, yesterday. He's now a bad guy. They've now made the resident superhero a villain. They've now made Ricochet a bad guy. Something WWE really should have tried. Funny how AEW makes him a bad guy, but it should have been something WWE should have tried. But all I'm saying is, you're not good if you're not in WWE. Look at Mercedes. Everyone friggin' praised her when she was in WWE. Everyone called her the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And as soon as she left the WWE, everyone calls her overrated. And now everyone's mad that she's won 4 championships. And now everyone's mad she's won 4 championships. And they're calling her friggin' the female Hulk Hogan. If you're not in WWE, people will not see the value in you and they do not think you're good. But if you work in WWE, you're a good wrestler. Because you're in the company with good wrestlers. It's stupid, I know. But also, if Deonna's style isn't your style, then I understand. But you can't call her a bad wrestler. You can say, look, her style isn't for me, but you can't just sit there and say she's a bad wrestler. Are you going to tell her that directly to her face, that she's not a good wrestler because all you do is submissions? And also, before we continue, there's something I actually want to bring up, because I wanted to talk about this before. I saw this video from a guy who's a really pro TNA fan, and he made a video discussing Jordynne Grace, because, you know, he went through her whole TNA career. He discussed her entire TNA career up to, you know, where we are now, to where she's about to debut for WWE. And the one thing that he brought up was her issue with social media. Her biggest issue is with social media, and how she always, you know, interacts with the fans, and how she gets offended by what fans say about her and all that stuff, and all that. And I'm just like, oof, that's gonna be a huge problem for her when she comes to WWE, because there could be some WWE fans that may make fun of her for her size, and, you know, there are going to be some WWE troll fans out there that are going to troll her and make fun of her. And considering she has a bad habit of letting fans get the better of her judgment, that could be a serious problem for her. I say the best solution to solve that problem is just tell Jordynne Grace, just stay off of Twitter. Just stay off of Twitter. Don't listen to the fans, or, you know, just ignore them, and don't say anything. Because I personally feel if WWE fans troll her and they annoy her, she could really get offended by them very, very easily. I was born and raised in a countryside, and I loved watching wrestling from the day I was just only 6 years old. Throughout my life, it was my dream to make it to WWE, and now I'm here. NXT better be ready, because I am going to take control of NXT. I may be strong, I may be beautiful and strong, but looks can sometimes be deceiving. I will prove the power conquers all. My name is Tiffany Powers. Dun, 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 dun. And I will conquer NXT with power and power alone. It doesn't matter if you're a role model, a dark angel, an EST. Power will rule all. And I will be on a power trip to the top of NXT. Oh wow, that is a, oh wow, Tiffany Powers. Wow, I am really excited for this. This young lady, from what I've read, had been working on the Canadian indie scenes for several years, trying to get noticed by WWE, and now she's finally made it to the big leagues. This following contest is a tag match, set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, Wesley. Interestingly, Wesley and Montez Ford and Bianca Belair all have the same. They all seem to have the same agendas, that they all feel underappreciated. And it's time, and they're going to be in tag team action. We want smoke. We want smoke. We want smoke. We want smoke. And introducing next, being accompanied by Bianca Belair, Montez Ford. Here comes Montez Ford as he makes his way to the ring with Bianca Belair. Oh great, not this guy. I see a fantasy, I'm so consumed in it. Bam 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 bam. I bring the swag, not the pride again. It's in a net and I got it, yeah. And their opponents, being accompanied by B-Fab, Angelo Dawkins, and Patrick Cox. Well, Patrick Cox is a bit heartbroken because earlier tonight he tried to talk sense into his girlfriend Sarah Ponting about her new actions, and she just told him, hey man, I'm just done being nice. Good, finally to see Sarah Ponting finally growing a pair of balls and trying to tell him to take a hike. It's glad to see that Sarah Ponting is finally telling this loser to take a hike. Well, I don't think they never officially broke up though. I don't think they officially broke up though, Gail. I think Sarah was just more telling Patrick Cox, hey, you focus on you and I will focus on me. He still has the tattoo of their relationship on his hand. And here we go. Patrick Cox one-on-one here with Wesley. You know, Wesley says he's never been a big fan of Patty Cox. He said that he just doesn't think Patrick Cox is as good as he claims. Well, good. Well, Wesley is right. Patrick Cox, you know, maybe a former North American champion, unfortunately. But, you know, Patty Cox has still got a long way to go if he ever hopes to make it to the big leagues. And also, let's not forget about Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. These two were once tag team partners, long-time tag team partners and best friends. But now they've become bitter enemies. Still to come tonight, Ren Sinclair will be going one-on-one with Angela Lee, one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Let's not forget about Fatal Attraction. They have also made their place here on NXT, and they said they're going to take over the women's division here. So you can only imagine what their first target is going to be. Wesley now with a big super kick. Patrick Cox now trying to fight back. Tag made, and here comes Dawkins. Tag made the Dawkins tag, and now here comes Montez Ford, and now the two former Street Profits going at it here. Oh, look at this! And now the two former Street Profits. And now the two former Street Profits going at it here. Apparently B-Fab can't fight. That's funny. Oh! I was actually pressing things, and she didn't do anything. That's kind of silly. Ryan, you're really getting on my nerves, buddy. Can you please stop messaging every few seconds just to make me answer? Can't a guy focus on something? Oh, look at this now. The referee's distracted. Oh, and now Bianca Belair had the referee unfortunately distracted. And now Montez Ford taking advantage here of the situation. Montez Ford taking advantage here. This could be a big victory here for... This could be a big victory. Tag made, and here comes Patty Cox. And here comes Patty Cox now. Roll up on Montez Ford. Oh! And down, and now all this chaos going on here, and Montez Ford takes advantage of the chaos. And there's the win for Montez and Wes. Montez Ford with a springboard drop kick, getting the win after all the chaos. I don't have to answer you. We want smoke. Here are your winners, Montez Ford and Wesley. I tell you, this pairing of Montez Ford and Wesley, you know, could be on to something here. Hey, if these two actually keep working together, these three could actually be a pretty dangerous trio. And now B-Fab showing concern for Dawkins here, and and Bianca with a braid! Bianca with a braid to B-Fab! Oh, look out! And now Bianca has B-Fab and a KOD! Oh man, a KOD to B-Fab! Bianca Belair getting some payback from last week! How you like that? Bianca Belair getting some payback from last week when B-Fab suplexed her. How you like that, bitch? Hey, B-Fab isn't a wrestler. Hey, B-Fab got physical with Bianca last week, Joe, and Bianca Belair is just giving B-Fab her receipt. There's one more thing there's another thing we want to talk about. Let's take you back to Summer Bash. It was when Lola Vice and Ren Sinclair taking on Mina Shirakawa and Azumi in a tag team match. This was their rematch for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Lola Vice and Ren would merge victorious in that match. Azumi once again getting pinned here. Azumi got pinned, and then Azumi, out of frustration, would attack Mina Shirakawa, her friend, and would unleash all kinds of hell. And that was a vicious attack. Well, before we continue on with this story, John Cena posted a video on social media responding to what AJ Styles said about having another match with him, but this time colliding for the first time on NXT. So AJ Styles wants me to visit NXT for another match with him. AJ Styles, I'll see you next week. NXT, if you want some, come get some. Oh my goodness, John Cena will be here next week, and it's been made official by Kelly next week on NXT. AJ Styles and John Cena are going to collide for the first time ever together on NXT. These guys have had matches on Raw and on SmackDown, but never faced each other on NXT. So this is going to be fun. I cannot wait for this match next week. And speaking of next week, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships will be on the line next week, as Lola Vice and Ren Sinclair will have to defend their titles against the Lee sisters. But which two will it be? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, back to our current story. Azumi is about to address her actions. Mina, when we came together, you said we would be like sisters. When the two of us, we were in Stardom. We were in Stardom for many, many years. And then we saw Julia. And then Julia would become NXT Women's Champion. And Julia is NXT Women's Champion. And then she invited us to appear on NXT to help her with her celebration. And then from there, we eventually would get NXT contracts. And Mina, we were dominant together. Alongside Julia, nobody could stop us. But unfortunately, the fans took Julia from us. And Julia began to admire the people that we were despising for a long time, and we made the decision to kick her to the curb. Oh my God, Azumi and Mina are assaulting Julia. What the hell is this all about? We ripped her NXT Women's Championship from her, and we were still the tag team champions. And we still proved our dominance as a team. But just like Julia, you eventually started to get cheered by these people. Mina. And you started to do your old shenanigans in Stardom. Dancing, wanting champagne. And because of you, we lost our tag team championships. Oh my God! Ren and Lola are the new tag team champions! And then we lost again. And that's when I started to realize something. I didn't need you anymore, Mina. I didn't need you, and nor that I wanted you anymore. I know the star that I can be. I am 23 years old. I'm the future of Japanese wrestling. I'm the future of this entire industry. I will dominate NXT, and I will take my rightful place at the top of NXT. And Mina, you aren't going to stop me, because I am going to make my rise fast speed. Because I have always been better than you. But I do want to thank Julia for helping me get into WWE. But now, I didn't need her anymore either. And Mina, I thank you for helping me become a champion. But now, I don't need you anymore either. It's now my time. Azumi's time. Bottoms up. Good night, Ryan. A very interesting message by Azumi. I think Azumi might have a point, but, you know, everyone has a different side of their story. Well, here comes Giovanni Vinci, a man last week who cost Sheamus his match against Wesley. Giovanni said that he explained why he did what he did. He said he wants to make a name for himself, and the best way to make a name for himself is to go after Sheamus. Don't get me wrong, Giovanni Vinci is a very talented superstar. One of the most underrated superstars. He is incredibly underrated. And that's why tonight he wants to make a name for himself here. A former tag team champion here on NXT. But Gail Kim, you know what time it is? It's Fight Night, baby! You're not Pat McAfee. Stop doing that. And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Sheamus! Sheamus ready for action here against Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni Vinci again said he wanted to make a name for himself, and you know, I applaud him for wanting to make a name for himself, but at the expense of Sheamus. I mean, look, Sheamus is a very, you know, he's a high-class athlete, a former world champion. He's a former world champion on 4 different occasions, so former United States champion. So Giovanni Vinci would love to score a big win here over Sheamus. A win would go a long way for Giovanni here tonight, absolutely. As Sheamus delivers the backbreaker. Cover on Vinci and a kick out by Vinci. And now a clothesline by Sheamus. And now Sheamus now starting to build momentum. The Celtic Warrior building momentum here, and now Giovanni now delivers some chops. And now Vinci with a butterfly suplex. Down goes the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus rolling out to the outside, and Vinci, wow, Vinci, man, with a huge crossbody. And Sheamus with a big knee strike. Oh, and another knee strike by the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus is starting to build momentum. Nice drop kick. I don't think so. Ricochet heel turn will last long. I don't think it will either, but hey, I'll give AEW credit for at least trying something different. I kind of wish WWE tried that. Maybe in WWE's eyes, Ricochet didn't look like a heel. Oh, you're a guy that does nothing but flips and dives. Is Ricochet hateable? Well, he got booed from what I saw for what he did to Swerve. I think the AEW audience don't like him. Sounds like the AEW audience didn't like him, so Tony Khan took advantage of it. And now look at Giovanni Vinci here with a spin-out powerbomb to the Celtic Warrior, looking for a huge victory. Oh, and Sheamus kicks out, and Giovanni Vinci was so close. Giovanni Vinci was so close. But all I'll say is I'll give them credit for trying something different. Even if it doesn't work out, you can at least say they tried something different. And now Sheamus starting to build momentum. And now the momentum starting to change. Sheamus starting to build momentum. And now Vinci says no. Giovanni Vinci preventing the white noise by Sheamus. And now Vinci with a Hurricanrana off the top rope. Sheamus is now in trouble again. Giovanni Vinci, look at the power of Vinci. Look at the power of Vinci. And now Vinci now starting to build momentum once again. Vinci now, oh man, one too many times. One too many times with that Iris maneuver. Uh-oh, Sheamus now has Vinci on the outside with a white noise. Brutal white noise. Vinci's back definitely be aching after that one. Another banger being created here by Sheamus here tonight. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 beats of the Baldwin. Are you not entertained? 10 beats of the Baldwin. Oh, went for a clothesline. Bro kick. Cover on Vinci. Sheamus with the win over Vinci. Mercedes, I don't really think Mercedes is hateable, but AEW made her a heel. But hey, you know. I mean, we've known that for years, Mercedes isn't hateable. We've known that for years. WWE have tried to make her a heel before and she still gets cheered. But again, AEW fans are not WWE fans. So, different company, different scenarios, different fans. Sheamus with a big win over Giovanni Vinci. Yeah, Vinci put up a hell of a fight. But in the end, Sheamus with the win. Come in. Miss Kelly, sir. Miss Kelly, ma'am. I just want you to understand that Braun Strowman does not deserve a title shot for the NXT North American Championship against Trent Lake. Well, Braun Strowman's been on a roll, Paul, and I think he does deserve. He does deserve a shot. Well, how about he's done enough to prove it, Paul. He will eventually challenge Trent Lake for the title. And if Trent doesn't accept his challenge, maybe I'll take the title from him. I'll go talk to Trent. Wow, Emily, you think you're so good. I heard what you said about me backstage, saying I don't deserve an opportunity. You know, Emily, you should be grateful that you were even given that title in the first place. You gotta remember something, Emily. You came back and you were given that title immediately upon your return. Despite that my debut, I still had to work for my spot. So Emily, one way or another, I will get my shot at the NXT Women's North American Championship. And whether you like it or not, I am going to reclaim my title. And I know you're not here tonight because of that. But Emily, you won't be able to run from me forever. Eventually, I will get my hands on you, Emily. And the final bell will be tapping to the Fair Banks. The Twins and Harmony, yep. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, being accompanied by one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Lola Vice. She is one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Ren Sinclair. Well, at a live event, Essie Lee pinned Lola Vice. And because of that reason, Kelly believes that the Lee sisters deserve a title shot for the titles. And Ren Sinclair, you know, wanted to try and get out of it by saying, hey, if I beat one of the Lee sisters, then they don't get a title shot. And her opponent, been accompanied by Essie and Hermione Lee and Jolly. The Lee sisters making their way to the ring. All of them wearing identical ring attire. This is a big opportunity here for the Lee sisters. Essie Lee, as we mentioned, got a big pinfall win over Lola Vice at a live event. And now Ren Sinclair, you know, being the great partner she is, wants to avenge that loss by beating Angela Lee. Do you really think Ren Sinclair cares about being a champion? Of course she does. Why wouldn't she care? She loves being a champion, even if she has to team with someone that she clearly doesn't like in Lola Vice. Even if she has to team with the person she's hated for so long, being a champion means the world to her. And look in the crowd, there are the Fatal Attraction, Fallon Henley, Mandy Leon, and JC Jane in the crowd. We saw them a few weeks ago get involved at the Lee sisters. This is Ren's first championship. Joe, of course she would love it. Well, Lola, this is also her first championship, but this isn't the first time she's been NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She was NXT Women's Tag Team Champion with Alexa Bliss at one point when she was in NXT. This is her second reign with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. So the Lee sisters are former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions as well. It was Essie Lee and Hermione Lee when they were the champions. They were the champions for a really lengthy 162 days, a very lengthy reign. And now Ren Sinclair using submissions here. Ren Sinclair using her submissions here. Oh, Angela Lee getting out of that predicament. And now Ren, finds herself in trouble. And now Angela Lee takes down Sinclair. Oh, and a kick out at 2. And now looking for the Angela kick. No. Ren Sinclair avoiding. Sinclair avoiding. Sinclair with a kick to the gut, looking for the scissors kick. Oh, Angela ducks that too. Oh no! The Angela kick. And Angela pins Ren Sinclair. 2 wins in a row over the champions for the Lee sisters. You gotta be kidding me. Here is your winner, Angela Lee. And Angela Lee pinning the shoulders of Ren Sinclair. Another win for the Lee sisters over the tag team champions. Ren Sinclair holding her face, and Lola Vice. Lola Vice looks like is Lola Vice laughing to herself? Looks that way. She kind of found that amusing. Well, Lola and Ren will have to defend those titles next week against the Lee sisters, but which ones? Hey, yes. Want to be a champion with your twin sis? Lola, Ren. It'll be me and Essie against the two of you next week. See you next week, champs. Wow. And it'll be the twin sisters, Angela and Essie, taking on the champs next week. Well, Angela Lee is the only member of the Lee sisters to never be a champion. And there's the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vacquier. Getting ready for action against Sarah Ponting. Hey. What do you want? What do you want, Azumi? From one friend to another? I can always give you a helping hand out there with Sarah. You know what? No. I don't want your help, and nor do I want it. And besides, what you did to Mina was uncalled for. So, I appreciate it, but the Dark Angel works alone. Well, Stephanie Vacquier may regret that. Well, Stephanie Vacquier may regret not having any help against someone as dangerous as Sarah Ponting. Sarah Ponting making her return here tonight for singles action after being sidelined for 3 months. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Logan City, Brisbane, Australia, Sarah Ponting. Sarah Ponting, who has been out of action for 3 months with an injury, has now made her return, and she's come back in more dangerous ways. And she has come back more vicious and more dangerous than ever. And we saw last week she attacked the Dark Angel and Jamie Hayter last week. And her opponent, the Dark Angel, Stephanie Vacquier. Well, Stephanie Vacquier showed respect to Jamie Hayter after their match last week, after their match at Summer Bash. Well, the Dark Angel seemingly turning over a new leaf, seemingly turning over to the good side. And here we go, back here going one-on-one with the Australian powerhouse. Good grief, and Sarah just... I like Shotzi, but I agree. She should have lost. But I agree. She shouldn't have lost to Shotzi. Well, good. I'm glad you're on my side about that. Shotzi just doesn't seem someone believable to beat Stephanie Vakir, in my opinion. And it just didn't make any sense storyline-wise, since Fallon Henley doesn't like Stephanie or Shotzi's group. Just from a storyline perspective, what Fallon did just made no sense. Look at Stephanie. Look at this. Stephanie now trying to use her agility here to stun Sarah Ponting. Sarah Ponting just not even acknowledging her boyfriend Patrick Cox anymore. She straight up told him, hey, I'm done being nice. She just told him, I'm done being nice. You focus on you and I focus on me now. And now Vakir using her quickness. Stephanie Vakir now using her quickness on the Australian powerhouse. Vakir, top rope. Oh, wow. Beautiful corkscrew. Beautiful corkscrew by Stephanie Vakir. Come on! And now Stephanie Vakir wanting Sarah to get back to her feet. Wanting Sarah to get back to her feet. And now Sarah back to her feet. And now Sarah using her power here to take down Vakir. And there is... Oh, that's Tracy Lara watching backstage. You know, Tracy Lara still has her fair share of problems with Stephanie Vakir, though. Absolutely, absolutely. Tracy is still upset that she lost to Stephanie and failed to get the NXT Women's Championship. And what is Sarah Ponting doing here? Oh, look at this! Oh my God, a muscle buster! And a kick out by Vakir. Absolute incredible. Sarah is just this new and improved version of And now look at this, looking for the pop-up Aussie bomb, but Vakir somehow escapes. Vakir able to use her quickness to get out of the pop-up Aussie bomb. And now an octopus stretch. That is not gonna wear down the big Australian. Yeah! Oh, and a massive boot right to the face. Stephanie wasn't going to avoid that giant boot to the face. And, oh, went for an arse drop. But Stephanie able to avoid. Went for a... And now Stephanie taking down Sarah with those kicks. And now top rope now for the Dark Angel. The Darkness moonsaults into the cover on Ponting to score the win. And Ponting powering out. Wow. Ponting powering out. That was Stephanie looking surprised. And now trying to lift Sarah for the SBB. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen back here. Uh-oh, and now Sarah with those chops. And now Sarah with the pop-up Aussie bomb. Ponting with the win over the Dark Angel. Here is your winner, Sarah Ponting. And Sarah Ponting with a big win over the Dark Angel. Unbelievable. Valkyrie, look, Sarah Ponting just broke Valkyrie in half with that powerbomb. Sarah Ponting broke Valkyrie in half with that dangerous powerbomb that she calls the Aussie bomb. And and now Sarah, oh no, Sarah is not done with Stephanie Valkyrie. And now another Aussie bomb! Jamie Hayter! I'm coming for you! I'm coming for you, Jamie! Sarah Ponting. Sarah Ponting viciously destroying the Dark Angel. And Sarah Ponting has made it clear she is coming for Jamie Hayter. Kelly, you know, we are tired of explaining ourselves. We are tired of explaining to you, to your dumbass assistant, and these entire people that we did nothing wrong. Yeah, man. Wendy, Big E, we did nothing to them. And yet somehow, for some weird reason, we're the bad guys here. When are any of you gonna get it? We did nothing wrong. And now, not even my own mom wants to speak to me. Well, that's your own fault. Well, maybe that's your fault for being such pricks. Listen, Kelly, we are innocent. We didn't touch E. We didn't touch Wendy. We did nothing to them. And you and everybody else keep viewing us as the bad guy. You know, maybe Woods, maybe we should take advantage of the transfer window. Maybe we can take advantage of the transfer window. Could go to Raw, could go to SmackDown. Yeah, we could. We could do that. And another thing to understand, Kelly, the New Day, we are the greatest tag team of all time. We're the greatest tag team of all time, and you're going to keep us off television every single week just because we hurt Big E, we hurt Wendy when we did nothing to them. Did we grab a steel chair and batter Big E with it? No. Did we grab Wendy and do something horrific to her? No. We just told them both to take a hike. New Day sucks. 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 We did nothing to them, and yet we continue to be treated like garbage. We demand to be on the show next week, Kelly. Otherwise, we may leave NXT. It's your choice. We are who the E-Fa do. Da 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 do 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 wah wah do 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 wah wah. The following contest is a #1 contenders match, where the winner will meet Ricky Starks at Halloween Havoc. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu. Well, Jacob Fatu has been very demanding of a rematch for the NXT Championship because the Tonga brothers believe that Ricky Starks cheated to beat Jacob Fatu. But when it was the Tonga brothers who exposed that turnbuckle pad in the first place. Listen, Jacob Fatu is a monster. This is not the kind of guy you want to try and tell what to do. The fact that Kelly, you don't want none, keeps trying to boss this guy around is crazy to me. Wah! I'm a lone wolf down the middle road, so hit him real high down the middle road, so AJ Styles, I'm styling like whoa. And AJ Styles earlier tonight made his return, and he also announced and he also said in an interview to Caroline, he said this will be his final wrestling contract. He says he plans to retire here in NXT. Yeah, AJ said Kelly can sign him for as many years as he wanted in NXT. As long after that contract expires, he can retire and be with his family. And the reason why AJ has been saying this is because the injury bug has been catching up to him. He's not getting any younger, is AJ Styles. He knows he doesn't have many years left. He's been contemplating retirement for the last several seasons. He's been thinking about retiring for the last several seasons, but continues to get goaded into keep going. But AJ has now finally made his decision that after this contract retires, after this contract expires, the phenomenal one will retire. It is going to be a sad day when he does eventually retire, but you know, sometimes that's just what it is. That's just how it is. These guys aren't getting younger. And now AJ Styles. Oh! And now AJ Styles now showing off his abilities. Showing off his abilities here against Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu would love to get another crack at the NXT champion. And there you see Ricky Starks watching this matchup onwards backstage. And now AJ Styles with an early advantage on Fatu. And Fatu powering out at 1. And now AJ Styles, look at this! You still got it. You still got it, AJ Styles. The WWE Universe letting Styles know, hey, you can still go in this ring, man. Well, AJ Styles is still so damn good for his age. I mean, look, I mean, here's the thing. I get AJ is contemplating retirement. He's been contemplating that for the last several seasons. But I can bring up another example. Look at Asuka. At one point in her career, she was contemplating retirement. When she suffered an injury, she contemplated, maybe it was time I retire. The injury bug caught up to... She went through the injury bug, getting injured. But every time she comes back, she looks better than ever. She can still go in this ring. She can still go in that ring. And also girls like Io, Kyrie, and many other superstars still want to work. Oh, with the Empress. A massive headbutt a massive headbutt there by Fatu. I get that. I get what you're trying to say. There was a point, even I didn't want to retire, but there were times that even I felt like I could still go, but then a point had to happen when I had to eventually retire. And I do get what you're saying, Joe. A part of you doesn't want to let go. A part of you loves this so much, you don't ever want to let it go. But age is a big factor. And oh, and AJ Styles with a Styles clash to Jacob Fatu, and Fatu powering out at 1. Oh, AJ Styles does not look happy with that. Oh, you can see the look on AJ's face there. He was not happy about that. And now Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu staggering. The Samoan Werewolf now with a giant headbutt. And now the Samoan Werewolf now going after the Phenomenal One. And now, and now look out, and a big Samoan drop on the floor. A Samoan drop on the floor. You all will love me. And Jacob Fatu still demands to be loved by the NXT universe. Well, he's definitely not earning any love after what he just did to the Phenomenal One. And now it's Fatu throwing AJ Styles back inside the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what he's going for here. He's going for that big moonsault. No, wait, no, he was not. Bad call there, Joe. Well, we both thought that. And now AJ Styles starting to build up momentum again. Can the Phenomenal One keep the Samoan Werewolf down? Springboard 450 cover, and Fatu once again powering out at a count of 1. What is it going to take to keep this guy down? Well, we know an exposed turnbuckle pad. An exposed turnbuckle pad, clearly. Oh, and AJ kicking out again. And now Jacob Fatu wearing down the Phenomenal One. And now a Uranagi by Fatu. Oh, Fatu now heading up to the top rope, looking for the moonsault. Oh, AJ Styles avoids. AJ avoids. Phenomenal forearm by AJ Styles. Oh, and Fatu powers out again. Oh, man, just when you thought AJ Styles had it, Jacob Fatu powers out. Unbelievable. What on earth is it going to take to keep this monstrous man down? AJ Styles. AJ Styles. And now a headbutt by Fatu. Oh, and an elbow drop by Fatu. Wearing down AJ Styles. AJ Styles may have no choice but to call it quits here. And now Fatu. And now Fatu now, second rope. And there's the moonsault to AJ Styles to put him away. And AJ Styles stays alive. AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, staying alive in this contest. Jacob Fatu now getting a bit annoyed. And now look at this. And now AJ Styles. Oh! In the corner now, Fatu. Fatu just landed on his head there. And now AJ Styles now looking to take advantage off the headbutt. Fatu stunned momentarily, and AJ got him! I'm a lone wolf that hit a low soul. Hit him real hard on a little low soul. Here is your winner and number 1 contender, AJ Styles. Jacob Fatu went for a headbutt, and he missed it, and that allowed Styles to roll up the Samoan Werewolf to get the win. AJ Styles may have one final run left in him. This may be his final years in the company, but he's going to soak it in. Oh, look at this, and there's Ricky Starks confronting AJ Styles. Styles and Starks for the NXT Championship. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this at Halloween Havoc. May the best man win, man.